Okay, so we're gonna work on the walk cycle. The first thing that we want to add for our walk cycle, because you don't want to have to go back and do this later, is you want to put some kind of a ground in. So this first layer is going to be named ground. And all we're going to do for a ground is I'm just going to take the rectangle, and of course you can spruce it up however you want. I'm going to take a rectangle, and it's okay if it goes a little bit bigger than your screen because that won't be seen. And I'm going to change the color to a green and the outline to a green, and there we go, we have a ground. And so that was, again, just the rectangle. You can use the arrows to get them into place. I just want to make it a little bit bigger here. Okay, so we're done with the ground. We don't need to have anything to do with it anymore, so I'm going to lock it. Now I'm going to go to my next layer. This one is going to be the body, and you don't have to do an egg. That just seemed fairly simple. That's what I was going with. You can certainly do a stick figure. You can do a vegetable. You can do, I mean, anything that you want. You can make it come alive and walk. A trash can doesn't matter to me. So whatever the body of your object is will go on this layer. So I'm going to start with the ellipse tool, and this time I'm going to leave it a solid color, but I'm going to change it up, and let's make him this, this color blue. And I want the outline to be that as well. So I'm just going to put my body about right there. That looks good. Now, what we're going to do first is we're going to get the body just for our 4 poses, and you might need to take a picture of this so that you have it for reference or have it up on your page. But this is how we're going to determine how we draw our legs. So we're going to use this as reference. So make sure you have it available. So right now we have our body. I'm going to use my cursor, and I'm going to click on this, and I'm going to go up here to copy. Now you can do copy this way, or you can do it shortcut with Control-C. And I'm going to click in the second frame on my body. You'll notice the ground disappears. That is because I need to extend my ground to last longer than the first frame. So you notice my arrow can come right here in between. I'm going to click and hold, and I'm going to just drag this out to frame 20. I'm just picking a frame. I don't know if I'm going to go that far, but that's so far how long the ground is going to last. All right, so back here on frame 2, I'm going to turn on my onion skinning, and I'm going to paste. You can paste or Control-V, and then I'm going to slide this over some. I'm just going to use the arrow key about right there. And there we go. So it goes from there to there. That's so far my walk. And so now I'm going to come to frame 3, and I'm going to do Control-V to paste. I'm going to slide this over again, just using the arrow key. And then I'm going to come to frame 4, and I'm going to paste one more time, and I'm going to slide this over. All right, so that's what I have right now. Looks okay. Trying to remember what I did here. Okay, so now I'm going to come back to the first frame, and I'm only starting off with the first 4 just so you can see the idea. I'm not going to put them all the way across right now. Now I'm going to come and I'm going to add my next layer, and this one is going to be called legs. And I'm going to click in the first frame. And I'm going to use the line tool. You can use the pencil, the paintbrush, the line, whatever you want to use. I personally am going to use the line tool. I'm going to zoom in some so I can see. And I need to look now and see what my first drawing should be. So I'm actually going to take this one and put it on my other screen so I can look at it while I try and draw my line here. All right, so I'm going to take the line. This one is kind of going down and down, like kind of like that. And then the other one is coming here and up. And let's see, you'll notice like I don't like how that's not really lined up that well. So I'm going to click on that and move it just a little bit. I don't want to adjust it. All right, that's good. Okay, so I've got the contact for the first one done. So now I'm going to click in the second frame and I'm going to use my line. And on this one, it needs to be, the back one is down and this one is, it kind of comes up. So let me see if I can do that. It kind of comes down, down, and to there. That's not quite long enough, is it? So I'm going to Control Z. Come here. We got to get it kind of like a knee. And then this one is coming up, so I'm coming here, over, and down. All right. So if I kind of look through it here, I kind of have that. Man, I don't really like these. I might redo those, but so far it's okay. So now I'm going to go to my next frame, 3. This one is now the passing. So it might look a little weird because we're going to have the legs kind of right on top of each other. But that front one needs to be coming up and the back one needs to be down and to the back. So let's see what I can do with that one. I'll do the front one first. Where we go here, here, like that. And then this back one comes down and there we go. It's fine by me. So I'm just using my red playhead to kind of go through this to see how it looks. I don't really like these right here. So let me fix that real quick. All right, whatever. That's fine. And then the last one is the up. And so I'm going to go to frame 4. This back leg kind of comes here and go down. And this one is here, here, and there. All right, let me zoom out some. I'm going to remove onion skinning so we can see what this looks like. So it's not bad. I could tweak it a little bit, but you kind of get the idea with that. Now, what you would have to do from this point is you're going to have to take the body and you want to copy it because I believe in my instructions I said you want to go 20 frames. So we're going to take this, I'm going to copy, I'm going to go to frame 5, and I'm going to paste, and I'm going to slide this over. And then I'm going to go to the next frame and paste. And I'm going to do this till I get to frame 20. So bear with me. And I'm getting tired of being so far over, so I'm going to copy this fresh one, paste. All right, so let me stop right there. So what you're going to do now, and you'll want to, before you do this, you'll want to lock the layer of the body so you don't select anything else. We now need to take our legs that we made, and we're going to copy them and paste them appropriately in each one. So I'm going to come to this first frame, and I can select everything, and it's only going to get my legs because the other layers are locked. So I'm going to select it all. You got to make sure you get it all. I'm going to copy. I'm going to come to this frame and paste, and I'm just going to slide this over until it's in place. That way you're not recreating anything. Let's see, is that it? There we go, that's good. So now I'm going to go to the second one, and I'm going to highlight everything, copy it, come to this frame, paste it, slide it over. It's not quite, there we go. Okay, I'll come to the third one, highlight, copy it, come to the next frame, paste it, slide it over. And then the fourth one, copy it here and paste. So you kind of get the idea of what you're going to need to do. Let's see. Your arrow keys won't slide it over. That's weird. Is it selected? All right. So now if I take off this and I start this back, you can see how this plays. Now it kind of looks like he's doing a little bit of walking. And so you're going to kind of complete that process until you get to frame 20. Let me recenter. Now, after that, then you kind of have free reign to add arms, maybe a face, maybe background, anything extra you put into it. The more you put into it, the better I'll give you extra points because the more detail you do. What I did for the arms is, where's my school? Oh, it's over here. I went to this video and I found the part where he had all the arms highlighted in red like this. And I used that as my reference, so I knew which arm should be going forward according to the leg that's back. And that is how I designed my arms on my egg that I had walking, because that's important to make sure that your arms are flowing in the correct way. Now, I also realized when I was working on mine that I needed more frames in between, and that is where this these shortcuts came in. This extend a frame, this push and shift will make a frame last longer. So if you wanted it to last longer, I'm going to come here, and it's shift and the bracket. And if you notice, it just gave me, it pushed that out, so I can do the same thing here. Shift bracket so it matches up, and now that one lasts a little bit longer. That's just if you need it. You might not, but there was something, I don't know if it was on this one or the heart one, that I needed more frames over. It might have been the heart one, but the shortcut keys are there in case you need them. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. So you're going to want to continue this. You want your walk cycle to go all the way across the screen. So if I unlock this, I'm going to be copying, and make sure you go to the next frame to paste it over. Oh, I got to turn my onion skin on so I can see where I'm at. And you're going to go all the way until you get to across the screen. And that should take you about to frame 20. And that will complete your walk cycle. I'm giving you, because this is kind of a time-consuming project, you're going to have the rest of the week to work on it. Remember that if you finish or you're done working on it because you've run out of time and you want to come back to it later, make sure you save it. It'll save it to your computer as a Wick file. When you are done and ready to turn it in, remember you're going to export it and export the video and turn that in. Be sure you give it a name, walk cycle, I think I called mine egg walk cycle or something like that, but be sure you give it a name, export the video, and I believe that's it.